This, ladies and gentlemen, is the face of pure evil. A card so evil that its existence has been hated from the moment of its inception, and all people know it deserves to be banned. Or does it? Hello everyone, my name is The Memphis XL8, YouTuber, Karibo enthusiast, and in preparation for the next ban list, which I presume will be sometime in July, maybe early August, something like that, I decided I was going to talk about Mystic Mine, which is the trolliest thing of 2019, bar none. A card is so reviled, people have been wanting this thing banned pretty much since it came out. Pretty much since then, people just hate this card a lot. However, I decided I want to take a look at the other side of this discussion, because, well, this card is annoying, and I've played it myself just to see what it could do, and I can understand why people don't like it. I wanted to look at the other side of that discussion, because every story has two sides. So, does this card deserve the ban? So, let's real quick. For those of you who are, for whatever reason, unfamiliar with this card, you are lucky people. I'm going to tell you what it does. Basically, you play this card, and your opponent has more monsters than you do. Your opponent cannot play monster effects, and they cannot attack. And that's monster effects they can't do monster effects on the field, in the hand, in the grave, in the banished pile, or in the deck, if those are even a thing. And so, yeah, very trolly lockdown sort of card. Very understandable why people don't like this, especially meta players, because they don't tend to run a lot of spell trap removal. So there's a thing, please keep a note of that. So, is this card ban worthy? I am on the fence, to be honest. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there is a good reason this card is actually important to Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. So let's look at the pros and cons of banning this card, okay? Pros of banning Mystic Mine. It's a trolley burn card, and nobody likes those. Remember Chain Strike? I remember Chain Strike. Didn't like that card either. This card promotes burn stall strategies, which have never been enjoyed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Nobody likes to go up against a stall burn sort of strategy, or a stall deck in general. And this promotes not only burns, but Exodia plays, things like that. And so, people don't like these. So, banning this thing pretty much puts a stall on the stall players, in such that they will not have this powerful card to make their decks work. Like, you wouldn't see too many stall burn decks work without a card like this. We can't play Gravity Bind no more. There's no more Gravity Binds in this game. So, there's a pro for that. And so, yeah, it looks like there's a good reason to ban this. Because it promotes the back and forth sort of play that I personally enjoy. If you don't have a card like this, you don't have to worry about being stalled, being prevented from doing all your monster effects, which in today's game is a very important thing to do. However, a commenter of mine let me know the other day when I was playing this card is, this card may be incredibly annoying. However, it also forces combo-heavy decks to run spell trap removal, okay? I mean, it's just a couple copies of, like, Twisters or something, but it's a little bit of something that messes with the consistency of a deck that's just about combo. For example, like Orchist, for example. Orchist don't like this card very much, because if you're playing against this card, you're playing Orchist, and the opponent sets this up, and they have, like, Field Barrier or something ridiculous like that to protect this, Orchist can't do jack against this in that situation, because they don't run spell trap removal. However, this forces the Orchist player to play that, which prevents them from playing all their combos a little bit, just a smidge. But that little smidge is that's the key, okay? This card forces meta decks to run spell trap removal, other than obviously Nightmare Phoenix. Or that one thing that Sky Strikers play, but that's... The point is, while this card is incredibly annoying, and I'm not going to say I like this card, because I do not, it does force the meta players to run spell trap removal, and that is a good thing, because it messes with their consistency just a smidge. Because in order to be consistently blowing up a card like this, you're not just going to play one Twin Twisters. You're going to play at least two, maybe even three. Oh, pardon me. Yes. And so, obviously, that's a big thing, because having 3 cards in your deck that don't just lead into combo, combo, combo is a good thing. So, personally, I think Mystic Mine may not, in fact, get hit on the next ban list, or at all. Remember, Totally Awesome. Okay, that card was incredibly annoying when it first came out, because it was just, well, remember, this was before Master Rule 4. So it was like, you could have multiple frogs for nothing. And you could just negate your opponent's stuff and steal their stuff. And people hated Totally Awesome, at least at first. And then, people were saying, let's hit this card. But it never happened. And you know what? Nowadays, you'll see a frog and you'll be like, okay, that's a frog. I know what to do about that now. And so people don't worry about the frog. It's a thing. So I feel that although this card's annoying, although it promotes burn play and stall play and annoying play and troll players, it also forces the meta decks to slow down a little bit. Not because you're going to be playing against this card 9 times out of 10, but because there's that chance of that one guy playing a card like this that you're going to have to run some spell trap removal. This forces another thing, If the meta decks are forced to play spell trap removal, you can run this, or you can just mix it up a little bit, get artifacts back in the game a little bit more, other than, who's the guy that's been playing? Lancia, right? People are playing Lancia a bit more often these days, yeah. So basically, it mixes the game up a lither bit, Other than, instead of just these combo decks, there's a bit more of a mix. So, while this card is not so good, it actually plays a crucial role to the game. It keeps people on their toes. It makes sure they don't get too comfortable playing the combo-heavy decks that they're so comfortable playing. Makes them use the spell trap removal, lowers their consistency. It just makes it so, stuff's a bit more fair with a card like Mystic Mine. I know that's a little odd, considering that if you've ever played against this deck, you'll know that this card is ridiculous, especially if you combine with Ojamas, but that's another story entirely. That no one wants to play against Mystic Mine, but if there's spell trap removal more in the game, Twin Twisters, Mystic Space Typhoon, whatever, then this is not going to be a problem, okay? Because once this is gone, any deck that relies on this to protect the player is not going to work at all, really. I can perfectly tell you that that's not going to happen. Because a player who plays Mystic Mine is not going to be playing Magic Cylinders or Mirror Forces or things. They're playing things like Secret Barrel and, what else? Secret Blast, things like that. Just Desserts, for crying out loud, is played in the deck. So, what I'm trying to say is, I don't think this is going to be bad, okay? I think Konami will leave it alone. It's just one of those cards that helps the game stay fair in a weird way. It's just kind of there, So, I think, if they do hit it, they'd have to ban it. Because there's so many ways to search a field spell, anything else isn't going to really work, 2 terraforming, 3 metaverse, couple plant pathfinders, etc. Too many ways to search it out and make it worth it. So, either they're going to leave it alone, which I think is personally the good idea, or they'd ban it, which I still think is a bad idea. I'd rather them hit Orcus stuff than ban Mystic Mine. But that's just my opinion. So, in summary, just because a card is annoying, just because you don't like to play against it, and just because it promotes really unhealthy playing, I'll choke on my own words there, it doesn't make it a bad card, guys. It does not, okay? It has its purpose other than being put in a deck, okay? So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I want you guys to let me know in the comments what your opinion of this card is. Do you think it should be banned? Do you think it should be left alone? What is your opinion? I am on the position, leave it alone. At least for now. Until some Mega Super Burn card comes out, leave this alone. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you very much enjoyed. Still working on the computer thing, so I don't have to record it on my dang phone. But that should hopefully be getting closer to a resolution. So thank you much for watching. Some more replay videos out soon. And I'll see you guys again next time. Stay frosty, and I'll see you guys when the ban list comes out. We'll look at that, regardless of situ. Take care, guys. Love y'all. Signing out.